Finally, after a long wait, the action legend Jackie Chan returns with a new cinematic bombshell, and this time, he's joined by the star Chan Cena. Put on your headphones, grab your phone, and let's enjoy this together. Our film begins at an oil extraction site in the middle of the desert, run by a Chinese company. But the site was far from peaceful, as a group of mercenaries constantly attacked it, greedy for money. This forced China to send a protection team led by the legend Jackie Chan himself, who insisted on leading the mission to protect his daughter, an engineer working there. As soon as Jackie arrives, the site manager greets him, warning of the dangerous situation despite the increased security. On the other side, we discover that the gang attacking the site includes Chris, Chan Cena, who used to work with his brother. His brother tries to persuade him to take on a new operation for double the money, but Chris refuses, saying, "Are you crazy? This mission is a path fraught with death." He leaves him and goes to his desert village, which is suffering from a water shortage. There, a man from the company tells him that restoring the water will cost $100,000, otherwise the village will remain thirsty. At night, an elderly woman from the village visits him and asks, "What are we going to do? Where will we get the money?" Chris reassures her that he will handle it. In the morning, as Jackie prepares to leave the site with his team, the site manager hands her bag to May, Jackie's daughter, and warns her, "Take good care of this. It contains the key to the protection system." May gets on the bus with her father, but the relationship between them is tense. She holds an old grudge against him because her mother died while he was away on a secret mission. Jackie tries to smooth things over, but she rebuffs him with harsh words. "Do you think saving me today will earn you my forgiveness? You broke my mother's heart and left me alone when I needed you most." Jackie falls silent, unable to respond. As the convoy makes its way through the desert, they are surprised by a sudden sandstorm. Jackie asks his assistant, "Didn't you check if the road was clear of storms?" She replies, flustered, "I swear I didn't know." Communication between the buses is lost, and Jackie senses that the storm is not natural. Indeed, Chris and his men appear and manage to isolate 2 buses from the convoy. Here we realize that Chris accepted the mission to secure the money for his village. The mercenaries quickly attack the buses. One boards from the front, another from the back, while a woman from the gang incapacitates the passengers. In the other bus, a girl tries to escape but falls under the vehicle's wheels, miraculously surviving. The rest of the team manages to escape the storm, and Jackie pulls over to check on his men, only to discover the 2 buses are missing. He requests air support from a helicopter. Jackie and his daughter board the helicopter to search for the hostages, discovering that what happened was not a natural storm but a well-laid trap. They find one of the girls who tells them the gang is American and has kidnapped several hostages. The team engages the mercenaries in the air and on the ground until the helicopter is shot down. Jackie goes down himself to assess the situation, and his daughter asks him to be careful. After all, he is still her father. He lands with his usual agility and discovers that the gang has taken 5 hostages with them, kicking off a rescue adventure full of excitement and drama. When Chris arrived at the site, he exploded at his brother in anger. "Who exactly did you get involved with? Who hired us?" Just then, the mastermind Owen appears, who works for the water company. Remember him? It turns out Owen orchestrated this whole scheme for Chris and his brother to kidnap the site manager, force her to hand over the protection system key, and steal a huge shipment of oil. Owen confronts Chris, saying, "This desert isn't just barren land, it's a gold mine. For 16 years, I've been deceived by the company, and today is my day of revenge to get back what's mine many times over." Chris replies coldly, "What do I care about your accounts with your company?" Owen continues, "Dragon, the leader of the rescue team, do you know who he is? It's Jackie. He'll come to rescue the manager, and your job is to keep him out of my way. I'll make you the richest man in America." Chris responds decisively, "I've finished my job, and I want my money now." Owen explodes, shouting, "You won't see a cent until you get rid of Dragon." At that, Chris dismisses him with pride. "Keep your delusions to yourself," and walks away. His brother tries to follow him, greedy for the money. "Wait, let's get our pay." But Chris firmly tells him, "Stay out of this mess, you don't know Jackie. Run before it's too late." Owen, angered by Chris's rebellion, shoots both him and his brother, then orders his men to dump their bodies far away, making it look like the Chinese killed them. What treachery and betrayal. Meanwhile, Jackie spots Chris from the plane and orders the captain to follow him. The pilot warns him, "We only have enough fuel to get there, not to return." Jackie replies confidently, "Go, the rest is in God's hands." Jackie lands and confronts Chris, who tells him, "I'm not the man you're looking for." Jackie looks at him, his eyes flashing with anger, but before a fight can break out, a small child appears and asks Chris to play with him. And because Jackie's heart knows no cruelty, he swallows his anger and leaves. Chris drives off to collect the money from his brother, showing off his luxury cars, but Jackie is on his tail in a plain vehicle he found in the village. Chris arrives, only to be shocked to find his brother dead. He hides when he hears noises outside, and as soon as Jackie enters, he attacks him. Believe me, my friend, this scene can only be described as a masterpiece of both comedy and action. John Cena with his strength and Jackie with his agility look just like Tom and Jerry. They exchange light-hearted blows and masterful fighting skills that you never get tired of watching. They are only stopped by the arrival of arms dealers demanding payment from Chris for his weapons. The dealers flee in fear after tampering with a grenade and accidentally activating it, leaving it behind. Chris and Jackie survive the shootout, only for Chris to discover his beloved car has been turned into a bullet-riddled wreck, stoking the flames of revenge in his heart even more. It's here that the odd couple decides to join forces against Owen. Meanwhile, Owen reaches the oil extraction site and threatens the manager to activate the system. She refuses until he threatens her with her son, at which point she admits the bag is no longer with her. Her son tells him it contains a phone that can be tracked, and indeed, they pinpoint its location. In the village, Jackie is playing with the children as usual, with his endearing, quirky moves that capture everyone's hearts. He then sits with Chris, and they exchange stories until Chris oversteps, saying, "Your daughter is cute. I'll take her aside and whisper a word or two to her." Jackie erupts, "Clean up your filthy tongue. That's my daughter, you dishonorable man." Jackie opens his daughter's diary and discovers she has kept his pictures all these years, which softens his heart, while Chris shares some of his own painful memories. But suddenly, they hear a suspicious noise. It's Owen's men. Jackie and Chris stand shoulder to shoulder against them, trading jokes and punches, falling and getting up as if in a combat comedy show. As enemies pursue them, they team up to take down the first attacker, but Chris misunderstands Jackie's hand signals. Jackie explodes in anger. "You idiot! Didn't you say you understood sign language?" Chris retorts sarcastically, "That signal means call me or buy me a drink, not watch your back." Despite the absurdity, they succeed in eliminating the first group, then move on together to continue the fight. As the danger intensifies, the villagers grab sticks to confront Owen's armed men, while Chris is still trying to protect his village. When he discovers the bag is the gang's target, he races to get it from May and gives it to the child who knows how to hide it, then retreats with his men to start a new chapter of the confrontation. As morning dawned, Chris discovered the truth about what was in the bag and realized Owen intended to steal a massive amount of oil and smuggle it through underground pipelines to waiting trucks and ships. At this point, he saw no choice but to cooperate with Jackie to get revenge on Owen. As for May, his daughter, she insisted on accompanying them, but Jackie, fearing for her safety, strongly refused. When he approached to hug her, she pretended to be busy and turned her face away. Jackie felt extremely awkward, while Chris was about to make a sarcastic comment, but Jackie cut him off firmly to silence him, and they drove off together. But the famously stubborn May did not give up. She hijacked Susie, Chris's car, and sped after them. Meanwhile, Owen had forced the site manager to activate the control system and began filling the trucks and ships with oil. Jackie and Chris arrived at the site just in time. Jackie, as usual, jumped with the lightness of the wind, reclaiming his old glory, while Chris's fitness couldn't keep up, so he handled the men on the ground, his fists like thunderbolts among them. At that moment, Owen sensed the danger, broke the safety key to prevent anyone from stopping the oil flow, and fled. While Jackie fought his men on top of the pipes, Chris battled them relentlessly below. The two even cooperated as if they were a single, unstoppable machine. Jackie fought his way to rescue the site manager, while Chris went after Owen, only to be surprised by May appearing before him in his car, Susie. Despite his anger, he couldn't help but have a soft spot for her, as usual, so he got in with her, and they pursued Owen. Owen spotted them and fired relentlessly. In a parallel scene, Jackie was fighting someone in a soap fight inside the pipes, and cleverly managed to dispose of him and save the site manager and her child. As for May, the car Susie flipped over, but she emerged unharmed, with only the car bearing the bruises. Chris was about to explode with frustration at May, her father, and even himself. In the midst of all this, Jackie joined them to chase Owen together. They stormed the oil-filled trucks, and flames erupted from every direction. Chris was thrown from his car, while Owen's assistant burned before meeting his end, and Owen mercilessly threw him from the vehicle and fled. Jackie and May pursued him, and the two clung to the truck hanging on the edge of a cliff. Chris remained hanging, not hearing Jackie's screams telling him to jump. The truck ended up falling from the top of the cliff, but Owen's bad luck kept him hanging for a few moments before he fell alone to his doom. Jackie and May screamed for Chris Chris, thinking he had fallen. But in a touching moment, May finally forgave her father, discovering that he had kept her picture and her mother's picture all these years. She hugged him, crying. In the midst of the embrace, Jackie felt something grab his leg. It was Chris, hanging there laughing. "This isn't the time for this. Pull me up before I kiss your belly." When he got up, he thanked Jackie and flirted with May, saying he was still single and wished for a sweet soul to make his life easier. Jackie sarcastically rebuked Chris. "Who says she'd accept a brute like you? Learn to be a gentleman first, man, and then we'll talk." The scene concluded with them screaming for help in the desolate place, waiting for someone to rescue them from their latest predicament.